Why are colonial narratives about Great Zimbabwe's origins wrong? Imagine walking through a city built with massive stone walls and towering enclosures, all crafted without modern tools. Now, think about who made it and how they did it. Colonial stories have long claimed that Great Zimbabwe was built by outsiders like Phoenicians or Arabs. But archaeological evidence tells a different story. It shows that the builders were the ancestors of the Shona people, living in the region between the 11th and 15th centuries. These people had the skills and knowledge to create the impressive stone structures we see today. Colonial narratives also suggested that African societies couldn't have built such complex structures without outside help. This idea underestimates what indigenous communities could achieve. Archaeology reveals that the people of Great Zimbabwe developed advanced architectural techniques, such as dry stone walling and precise masonry, which required skill and planning. They built the Great Enclosure, which is over 95 meters in circumference, and the hill ruins, which served as a royal residence. These structures were made from granite stones, carefully fitted together without mortar, showing high levels of craftsmanship. Another mistake in colonial stories is how they portrayed Great Zimbabwe as an isolated site. In reality, archaeological finds show that it was part of a thriving trade network. Artifacts from China, Persia, and other regions have been found at the site, indicating that it was connected to a broad trading system. This trade helped the city flourish and grow wealthy, contradicting the idea that it was a mysterious or isolated place. Colonial accounts also often misinterpreted foreign artifacts as proof of external influence, ignoring the fact that African societies engaged in international trade long before Europeans arrived. They used foreign goods to suggest external control or influence, but the evidence actually points to a vibrant, independent society capable of complex trade and diplomacy. Finally, these colonial stories were often biased, viewing African civilizations as less advanced than European ones. But archaeology shows that Great Zimbabwe was a center of political power, culture, and innovation. Its architecture demonstrates sophisticated engineering and social organization. The impressive stone walls and enclosures are a clear sign of African ingenuity. Understanding these false colonial narratives helps us appreciate Great Zimbabwe as a proud achievement of African civilization. It was built by skilled indigenous people who created a city that stood as a symbol of their strength and cultural richness. The site is a reminder that African societies had their own complex histories, long before outside influences or misconceptions clouded the story.